start of it. Now, you remember watching Newton throwing at minicamp just last month. This was the first time the public saw him throw since he got injured last season. And according to an article by the paper at that time, his arthroscopic shoulder procedure earlier this offseason was described as more of a clean out than a repair. Dolphins rookie Christian Wilkins surprised some local students with backpacks filled with school supplies this week. Wilkins says he wanted a chance to interact with athletes when he was young and is happy to be part of the community now that he is in the league. The event is one of the Dolphins' Huddle for 100 series of service projects in the Miami area, so good on him. Well, Eagles tight end Zach Ertz getting ready for training camp, fresh off watching his wife Julie win the World Cup. Power couple joining GMFB earlier, and Zach talked about what's more nerve-wracking, playing in the Super Bowl or watching his wife Julie on the pitch.
When I'm playing, I feel like I have some semblance of control out there. You know, I feel like if I play well, we got a good chance to win. But when I'm watching Julie in the stand, it's like, I'm just there like everyone else, hoping that A, she stays healthy, and B, that they win. And being in the stands is an unbelievable thing, but it's definitely more nerve-wracking being up there when it's 1-1 in the 85th minute, seeing how this game is going to end, because I know my week is going to be dictated about pretty much how the game ends.
Married life.
So it's definitely more nerve-wracking watching.
That, my friends, is a sports power couple there. I can only imagine how their kids will turn out. The sports DNA gene pool that the two of them possess, that is going to be something else. Either way, though, just to have her in studio is a real treat. And just to see the geeking that happens there when everybody's seeing her is awesome. Absolutely awesome.
Thanks so much, Will. You're right, and I hope it transcends and sort of permeates through the camera when somebody comes in to our studio and the energy sort of shifts and gets a little bit more exciting. That was certainly her, and I think that story from Ertz resonates with married people, yeah?
100%. You know what? Underappreciated storyline, spousal pride. Everyone's proud of their kids. They learn how to ride their bike. They win the science fair. How often you say, I'm proud of my wife, I'm proud of my husband? The Ertzes are inspiring, and this is some Oprah stuff. I really mean that. The way they are there for each other, the way they're loving each other so publicly, it's inspiring. It makes me want to bring it home with me. It's really cool.
Awesome stuff, man. I can't wait to see that interview over and over again, and then also go home and show my 9-year-old daughter with everything that she has going on, not just in sports, but how she sees the world and how she wants the world to see her. Incredibly inspiring.
The book that she authored as well.
That's right. That's right. Chasing Your Dreams. It was. All right.
Broncos chasing some dreams, aren't they?
Yeah, you're right about that. Speaking of the Broncos, well done, Kyle. We are now joined by one of the best corners in the league.
Woo!
He's the only active player at that position with at least 2 interceptions in 7 straight years. He's a 4-time Pro Bowler, Super Bowl champion. Oh, and by the way, he got a new contract. Please welcome Broncos cornerback Chris Harris to the building. What up, Chris?
What up, man? What up? What up? Good morning. Good morning.
I'm chilling. Good morning. I appreciate you joining us now. You're FaceTiming from Dallas, Texas, not Denver. How many years have you spent the offseason in Dallas?
I've been out here training with my trainer, Ronnie Braxton, for 7 years now. So I kind of just stick to my same routine, and it's been working for me.
All right, now let's talk about that new contract. It's for 1 year, a big pay jump. How much of a relief is it that you can focus on football and not finance for 2019?
It's a big relief, man, just to go out there and focus on doing my thing this year, and knowing that next year I got an opportunity to cash in and be able to dictate where the rest of my life and my career, and I'm excited about that.
Chris, we do a thing here on the network, the NFL's top 100 players every year. And when I see the specials, a lot of the players sitting down doing interviews are gushing about you, how good you are, how underrated you are. Yet last year, you came in at 86. Is that low? And even at this point in your career, with all you've accomplished, where should you be, Chris, in that top 100?
I'm definitely a top 25 player. I don't know where y'all would have me at, but I think over my career, everything that I've done, I've definitely been the best slot in the NFL since I got in the league, since 2011. You can look at the numbers on that, but definitely in the top 25 every year I should be.
Love that confidence. We'll see how it all shakes out. But I want to ask you about your new head coach, because I talk about Vic Fangio a lot here on the show, the defensive mind, what he's done, but I've never met him. I don't know him personally, but now he's leading the Broncos. He's your guy. What is it about Vic Fangio personally and with his coaching style that you find unique to other coaches?
Man, he reminds me so much of my college coach, Mark Mangino. He's just all about business. He's very smart, intelligent, and I love it so far. I love his system. I love his approach to the game, and his defensive scheme. I feel like it fits me perfect, and so I'm excited. At first, all season, since I wasn't there, you kind of be skeptical, but then once I got to meet the guy and got to sit down and talk to him for an hour and really just go out there and practice with them, man, I love it. So I'm excited about this year.
Now, Chris, you've had some battles against some really good wide receivers since your time in the league, but Antonio Brown could be the best of his era, and I've seen you face him quite a bit. You'll be facing him twice this season, including Week 1. What is it about that matchup that gets you excited? And does Antonio Brown talk any trash when you guys are out there together?
No, he doesn't say too much. It's all business out there, and we're all working, and I feel like we both got big respect for each other, and it's always a fun battle. That's probably like our 6th time playing against each other now, so it's gonna be a huge battle. I mean, I got Tyreek Hill twice a year, Keenan Allen, AB, so the AFC West is gonna be attractive.
So the Raiders get AB, of course. The Chiefs and Chargers were neck and neck last year. The Broncos, you get a new coach. There's a new quarterback in town, Joe Flacco. Who's the team to beat in this AFC West, Chris, and why is it Denver?
Chiefs, they're the team to beat right now. They've won it, I think, the past 3 years. So until somebody knocks them off, they're the team to beat. But I'm telling you right now that I like being the underdog right now, and teams are sleeping on us. And so I like taking that approach this year. So they're going to have to wake up when we hit them in the mouth.
And that smile says it all. I love that you mentioned that you like being an underdog, because it's something that you're very comfortable and familiar with, because undrafted rookie, you started at the bottom of the depth chart and worked your way up to being a 4-time Pro Bowler, a Super Bowl champion. What does it look like when you take a second, take a breath, step back, and realize what you've done in the NFL?
Yeah. I know I've done a lot so far, but I'm not done. I want to keep working and keep doing whatever I can until I get that gold jacket, and that's the standard here at my house, is to maximize my career. And I'm all football. I'm one person that I don't care about anything in life other than God, football, and my family, and that's it. And until I get that gold jacket, I'm not gonna stop working.
That's how Coach Mangino coaches him up. You know that. There's a lot of people watching in Denver, Chris, who want to know your answer to this. You're going to take things day by day. We'll see where your career goes. But the expression Bronco for life, what does that mean to you? Is it something that you want?
Oh, yeah, definitely. I've always wanted to retire Bronco, finish my career there, and going on year 9. And so it's a huge year for me. So hopefully after this year, they want to lock me up and keep me here for life.
Hey, Chris, we appreciate you waking up this early and joining us, man. You're one of our favorite players to watch. Good luck this season. Keep doing your thing. Congrats on the 1-year deal, but I'll just say congrats right now on that big contract to come.
Oh, yeah, appreciate you, my man.
100%.
Take it easy on my fantasy team, Harris.
Oh, man. Shout out the AFC West receivers.
Love that. Love that. Hashtag GMFB with your questions. So thankful to have Chris Harris Jr. on the show, Julie Ertz on the show, and we're breaking down the NFC North. But let's talk a little NFC West right now. Full season of